UFC Fight Night. The theme was the return of the former champions. Both Rose Namajunas and Kamaru Usman were victorious last night, and I believe more than a few people had Kamaru as the underdog. They felt that Buckley's youth advantage and probably activity advantage would have him come out victorious, but that was not to be. Let's take a look at Rose versus Miranda Maverick. I will admit that in the first part of the fight, I was a little bit nervous for Rose because you could just see the difference in size between Miranda and Rose. Miranda has a much bigger frame. She's got those balloon deltoids a la Kayla Harrison. And when Miranda did connect on Rose, you could see it did have an effect. So my concern was really all Miranda needed was one decent punch, and that could really damage Rose. However, Rose's fluid footwork and her movement did not fail her at all. I think that after Rose did get tagged a couple of times by Miranda, Rose got a really good read on Miranda's timing and distance, and then she was able to make the adjustments. Terrific work on the ground by Rose. She was incredibly patient. She didn't try to press the scramble to get a submission. She just remained dominant, I felt, through all rounds. So it was really great to see Rose make a comeback. I thought she was also incredibly eloquent and honest in the post-fight press conference, which is really quite something because after you put yourself through a tough combat sport fight, sometimes your brain is not always completely coherent. I can say that definitely for myself. I mean, I know that even after a hard sparring session, if I open my mouth, just gobbledygook is going to come out post-sparring and post-fight. Now, in the main event, Buckley was basically completely dominated by Kamaru for the entire fight. I felt that Kamaru and his team came up with an excellent game plan to deal with Buckley. Basically, Kamaru made Buckley look below basic, I would say. A lot of us thought that Buckley would just target Kamaru's leg with calf kicks or thigh kicks because we know that Kamaru has bad knees, but that was just not to be. And in fact, Kamaru was able to time his takedowns superbly. He drove Buckley back against the cage. And then again, he was also very patient, just maintained top position, tired Buckley out, inflicted a big cut over Buckley's right eyebrow. I believe that was in the first round. And props to Kamaru because I think I had more question marks about Kamaru than I did about Rose coming up into this UFC Fight Night. So it's terrific to see both Kamaru and Rose make successful, dominant comebacks. When asked what's next, I mean, Rose said maybe, I can't remember her name right now, but one of the other 115-pounders who then has moved up to 125 would be a good matchup because they originally met in Invicta. Kamaru, when asked about Bilal, just said next, so he's not interested in that fight. Kamaru was very emotional at the post-fight press conference, so I couldn't quite make out what he was trying to communicate to the press. But regardless, I mean, huge congratulations to both Rose and Kamaru on their victories last night.